Hey guys, Westy on the mic here.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another Elite Multiplayer Battle. Haven't done one of these for a while. Excited to get back at it. Was on vacation for a little bit and just didn't have the time to record any video. So anyway, here I am back at it. We're starting out with Lost Island 9. Have Best Jock and Eagly, two players who have been very consistent at the top of the multiplayer leaderboards the last couple seasons, and we'll see how we do. Anyway, this first hole I did not quite get the angle right, and I slid OB, and I'm gonna have to play from the drop zone. From here, I like to do the water skip rive. I like to be able to slide up here. One thing you can do wrong on this is it's very easy to have it fade out, whether you go forehand or backhand. Best Jock looks like he's faded out to the right side, and we'll see if he can save it. He does save his par, so very clutch make for him there. But one thing I found is if I aim a little bit lower on that drop zone save, it turns more, and I have a better time getting up towards that green area. So definitely recommend that. This one, Lost Island Hole 5. I've been working a little bit on Aaron Christensen's roll line, but I don't really use it unless I think I'm going to need it or I'm just not really playing quite as focused. Anyway, here I landed pretty much the perfect spot. Looks like Death Jock did not have a roll disc and slid in there pretty fast. Unless the follow flight's lying to us, he's in the water. Anyway, I am in for my birdie. Eagly has a high aggressive line over the rock, and he pures it with a pure, I believe. And then Best Jock comes in, tries to get that birdie save, probably 190 feet out if I had to guess. Doesn't quite get it, inches low. And we start out with Eagly up one on me and myself up one on Death Jock. But there's still a lot of time left to play in this one. Lost Island 8, if I'm feeling like being aggressive and the wind is pretty neutral, I'll often go with my turn glad rive. That's what I'm doing here. You can tell pretty much right away if you hit your line or not. This time I was confident that I did. I'm not going to sneak into that cave area on the left, and I'm not going to head into the water on the right. So all good news. I'm just going to take a light bomber here, my rive, aim a little bit low, and send it towards the green. And I'm confident that it'll get close enough kind of no matter what happens. And looking at the follow flights here, if they're not lying to us, Eagly kind of got a bad draw. I think he snuck into the cave. Very rough spot to be, especially when you almost feel like you had a perfect drive. Just unfortunate. Best Jock looks like he had a good drive, but must have had a little bit of traffic in front of him, and he was kind of pinched off him into his second shot, led to this long approach, and this long approach ended up inches short, so bummer for him. Looking again at the follow flights, Eagly, I think he had some trouble trying to get out of the cave, maybe trying to be a little bit too aggressive. You just don't have much of a look from there. Regardless, he's in trouble after two shots. And I guess I'll just take this time to give a plug for the Global Disc Golf Discord. If you are wanting to get better at this game, or you're just really enjoying playing it and want to get competitive, come join that server. We have a blast. You'll be able to meet a lot of the top players in the game, and a lot of them have helped me quite a bit with getting better. And it's just a lot of fun. We have some tournaments, different challenges, events, and all kinds of stuff going on. So highly recommend checking that out if you're at all interested. And as this hole can do, it kind of turned into a nightmare for Eagly as he just kind of got stuck in a bad spot. But he's persisting, and we'll go from here. Lost Island 8 can do that to any of us, as we know. So anyway, Allwood hole 1 here. I have switched from the roll rive to the water skip just because I like to have that extra ground play if I overturn it like I did here. And then we'll see what these guys do. Looks like they're both a little bit closer than me. Best Jock still has a little bit of meat left on the bone. And yeah, I had a little bit of lag there, I guess, but they both saved their birdies as well. And we'll see which Elwood holes we have coming up next and what we finish at. Got added into this match late, so I didn't know which holes were coming up. But with the 3-3-4 at the end, hoping that I can be able to hold that lead if I can take it through Allwood. Anyway, we all use this roller line here. I recommend you try to figure this one out. There are plays where you don't have to use this roller, but the low ceiling can provide a tricky challenge, at least for me in the past. It's been challenging sometimes, so I like to use that roller line, even though it's a little bit slow and cumbersome. It's just dependable for me, so I stick with it. And here we go, Allwood hole 4. This one, it's basically just a PD for me. Aim at the base of this tree with the bottom chevron, basically a full hyzer, and even with a two pushing wind, not in danger of sliding out of bounds. So very nice. And we're gonna tap that in for our birdie. We'll see if Henrik or Eagly here can save his birdie. I'm thinking he's not too bad off. I see his disc there on the right side of that tree. So, yep, just puts it in. And we are moving on to hole 7. We'll see what we have and see if I can hold on to my lead. All right, so it is Sunshine Glade, couple ace runs here. This hole has been very good to me recently. We'll see if I can stick it. It's my aim point, just the slightest bit of hyzer, if not straight. And I just barely overturned it as I watch Desk Jock glide into the chains. Looked perfect from him. We have a very similar line, I take it. And oh man, there's Eagly. He made it as well. So, dang. Uh, I mean, very exciting to see two aces, but my lead has shrunk. So we'll see what happens here on the last two holes. All right, Sunshine Glade 3, like this one. This is one hole that it goes in streaks for me. I feel like I've been good at it in the past, but then all of a sudden I can't make anything now. Debating switching to the MD1, basically just for this hole. As Desk Jock makes another one, and I almost had it. I mean, that's about as close as it can get for me. I feel like I hit the line, just couldn't quite stick it, and I lost my solo lead. So Desk Jock erased the two-shot deficit on hole 7 and 8, and we'll see what Sunshine Glade 4 has in store for us. And it's not over for Eagly either. This whole stuff can happen. And I got this fun line here from Aaron Hoffman. It's aiming way higher than I ever imagined I should, but it works great. It almost always gets me in a good spot here. And it's the best line I've found on this hole since they changed it to make it trickier. So I thank him for that. He gets the shout out. And I get my eagle. Deathjock has a long save attempt to try to time me for the lead. We'll see if he can do it. Boom, he did it. Very, very clutch from him. Ace, ace, and then a long throw-in save for eagle. Eagly also gets his eagly, and that's the match. Anyway, great match with these guys. Let's check out some bags. Here, Death Jock, always a very unique bag. He's got a couple Sampos. He has that beautiful winter sapphire. Only 3 golds now. I think at one point he had 5. Big gold guy. No rives, as you'll notice. There's one Paradigm, one Enigma. And then in his fairway pouches goes Maverick and Stag. And in mid-range goes Savior and Core. And then he goes double Spike in the putter pouches. This might be the most unique bag in all of Elite Multiplayer. Very little crossover with many players, besides maybe the Accurate Glide Sapphire. Anyway, cool bag, and he's playing great with it, obviously. And we have Eagly's bag here. He's got 2 season pass rides, very fun. Looks like he won one of the Disc Golf Valley Tips events, and he has a cool Turn Glide Rive there with their stamp, so very fun. Pink Sapphire, he goes Recoil River, and then Double Musket in the utility in the fairway pouch. He goes Fuse and Warship in the mid-range, and then he goes Pure Putter. So very interesting. Yeah, fun matchup. Thanks to these guys, and thank you all for watching. Catch you next time.